Welcome back, good people. Welcome back. This week we're going to be doing a spring reset, and I'm talking about like a hard reset. Like, we're deep cleaning. The apartment looks tragic. So now that you've seen what's happening, we just have to do it. So this is what I want to complete. So today is Tuesday. It is the first day in the past 7 days that I've had nothing to do, nowhere to be. So I took the morning and the early afternoon just to like relax and reset and to calm down. But I want to like do a deep clean in the kitchen. I currently have no forks. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I currently have no forks or spoons. So we need to clean the dishes. We need to, and then I want to go through like the pantry. I want to go through the refrigerator, just making sure that like there's no food in there. Like, I don't think there is, but just to double check. I want to mop and sweep the floors, and vacuum the rug in the living room, clean the couch, organize. I want to clean out my closet. I want to do a deep clean in the bathroom, clean the tub, the toilet, the sink, mopping and sweeping the entire apartment and vacuuming what vacuuming needs to happen. And then after that, I do want to get into some meal prep. Like for the week, like making some oat milk. I also want to make some blueberry muffins, and I want to make a pesto pasta. I think I'm being ambitious on what I want to complete today, and it's also 3:23 p.m. so this vlog is definitely going into the night. I have not walked my mile today because I'm fully convinced if I put my phone in my pocket that while I clean up, I will walk the equivalent of a mile while cleaning. Go ahead and settle down, grab your popcorn, your snacky snack, or grab your broom and your mop pan or whatever and clean with me. Alright guys, I took my braids down. I didn't want to keep looking like that. I put out 2 piles, one that's for sure going adios, and a pile that I need to try on. So let's try on those pieces. These are some pants that I have in question. I'm gonna keep these. They fit nice. They're not too tight, and they're flared how I like them. We're trying on mostly my slacks. These are going away. These are too tight, and they're just fully elastic. These navy blue ones are a negative. I can't even close them. These are also going to be a no. These used to be some of my favorite because they have a little tie up here, but they're going goodbye. I'll say yes to keeping this dress. It still fits perfectly fine, and I can wear a camisole, so I can wear this to church. Okay, I had to pin my hair up because that bump was not cute, but I got rid of these black shorts. I've literally had these shorts since high school. I can still fit them, but they're just too short. They're just way too short. I have these denim shorts from Old Navy that I'm getting rid of because they're too tight. Some more slacks. Like, I don't like this colorway, and I also know that they don't fit. Same thing with these. Don't like the colorway. No, they won't fit. No, I don't wear too much color, so yeah. This Summer Walker hoodie I got. I'm no longer subscribed to this. And this hoodie was uncomfortable. This t-shirt, I just don't pick it up anymore. I just don't pick it up. I want more t-shirts that are like more like better quality and like are plain. I'm kind of over graphic t-shirts. Even though I have one on, this is old and I'm in my house. But like going out in a graphic t-shirt, I'm just kind of over it. Same for this one. This one is not as bad, but I don't like the material. It sticks to me and it doesn't flow, and I don't like that. This sweatshirt I got at my very first pop-up. Was it my very first pop-up? Yeah, it was the very first pop-up that I had with my business while I was still running it, which I low-key am thinking just to keep it for memories. I don't think I ever even wore it. I don't think I did. But honestly, I could cut off the waistband, and I could cut off the neckband, and I could wear it like off the shoulder. I might do that. Oh, and these, we have these pants. They're tied like this, but they are like split on the side like this. These used to be my favorite pants to go out in. I lived it wearing these pants outside. This is a crop top that I used to wear quite a bit, and I liked it because it's like had a boat neck and it is a zipper. I liked that, but I just honestly don't wear crop tops anymore. This I got at the Giving On concert second tour in Nashville, but this was one of the openers sweatshirts, and honestly I didn't even try this on. Maybe I can still fit it. Maybe I'll keep this one because I can still fit it, and like I said, it's a memory. And next one we have is a black crop top. It had a little split. I used to love wearing this shirt, but like I said, it's a crop top. I no longer wear crop tops. And then I have plenty of other short sleeve black shirts that are not crop tops. And then lastly, I have this sweatshirt that says feminist on it. This used to be one of my favorite hoodies, especially because it had a little lavender sprig in the middle of it. Yeah, I think she's just had her time with me. I don't tend to pick this one up anymore. Yeah, she's still soft, super cute. I got her at Forever 21 years and years ago. I low-key want to try it on. Am I really about to take out all the sweatshirts? Like, all the sweatshirts I pulled out are not going in this pile. Like this is just comfy. I could just wear it in the house. Like, I don't even have to wear this outdoors. I'm chronically cold in my house. So majority of the time, like, if you were to knock on my door and me answer my door in the middle of the day, I'm probably going to answer the door in sweatpants and a t-shirt with a cardigan on, or a hoodie, or I have on my robe. Like, I am chronically cold in here. My AC has a mind of her own, so I'm chronically cold. But yeah, that is what I'm getting rid of, minus my sweatshirts. What else? Guys, I'm hungry, so let's hit a timeout for a lunch break, and I'll see you back in the kitchen when it's time to start making muffins and meal prepping and things. I'm back. Hi. I forgot to show you one piece. This is a skirt that I got from Pretty Little Things. Y'all see how short that was? Hold on. Like I don't have a torso. That's the length of my torso. Yeah, so I got this skirt for Freaknik in college, and I even wore shorts under it when I wore it then, like, because it shows my whole butt. And no, I've never subscribed to that. And then I'm also getting rid of these. I'm gonna lie, these I think I only wore once or twice. I love platforms still to this day, but I just literally do not see myself having anywhere to wear these to. Nor would I feel like confident or comfortable enough to walk outside in these. I am historically clumsy. Okay, the other week when we went skating, I skinned my knee. I did. I felt like I skinned my knee. And then I'm also getting rid of these flats. They're cute. I got them for college. I haven't worn them since college. I got them for senior year of college, mind that. I haven't worn them since senior year of college. There's just another pair of shoes that I would wear for a flat than these. And these also hurt the back of my feet. But yeah, I got these on discount at DSW when I used to work there. And then I'm getting rid of two other shoes, but they're dirty and they're not worth showing because they're just laying in the trash. Our lunch break is over. So, like I said, we're making blueberry muffins, but the blueberry muffin recipe calls for 1 room temperature eggs. Will they be room temperature? Probably not, but they call for milk. And like I told you guys last video, or the video before last, whatever it was, that I'm now making my own oat milk. And I ran out, so we gotta make some. So, oat milk, the recipe is, I'm not good with ratios, but it's 1 cup to 2 cups, but I'm doubling it, and so I'm gonna do 4 cups of water. But I want to increase the amount of oats for a thicker consistency, so I'm going to do 3 cups of oats instead of 1 cup. Or maybe I'll do 2 cups. Maybe I'll do a 2-to-2 ratio. Is that a 2-to-2 ratio? I should stop talking. So yeah, I'm just going to do 2 cups of oats. That's my two cups of oats. And so then you want to use ice cold water. And I prepped my water this morning, so it's been getting chilled in the refrigerator for a while. Add that in there. Like, on a normal day, I would not have added 4 cups of water just because it's going to give me a larger batch. Because I'm baking with it, and I want to prep some chia seed pudding, and I probably want to make some oatmeal, I'm making more oat milk than I typically would. And so then from here we want to add some salt. I don't measure this part. Yeah, whatever that is. And then I got some maple syrup, because a lot of these recipes call for maple syrup, and honestly I'm tired of using up all my honey. So I'm going to add some maple syrup in there. Just going to eyeball it. Let's say it's going to be about a tablespoon. Yeah, that feels right. Not too sweet. Not too sweet. Anything else? You can add like cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla. I really don't like when like my oat milk in my lattes and stuff is too strong. So from here, we're going to blend this. The recipe calls for 20 to 30 seconds. However, my blender is bootleg. So she takes a little bit longer to get there. But you don't want to do it too thin, but you just want to get it mixed. This, I don't know if you guys can see, but like now it looks milky and frothy, but up close you can kind of see like the settlements of the oats. Let's taste it. Excuse me, frog. Excuse me. Wow, maybe we'll taste it afterwards. If we need to add anything else in, we'll add it after. Yeah. All right. So it's really simple. You just pour it in, and you want it this thin because you want to get out all those little bits. What I was just spitting out of my mouth, all those little bits of the oatmeal that didn't, the oats that didn't break down fully. This is the part that I consider the milking of the cow. But yeah, you get a lot of pulp. It's a lot of pulp in here. Oh, no. Yeah, this is all the pulp that I got. And this was like super quick. Super quick. Looking at it, 8 minutes, 9 minutes in total that it took me to do this. I low-key want to strain it into, I'm going to clean this out and then double strain it like that. Let's get an actual taste without all the stuff in there. Yummy. It is thicker than it was last time. I do want to add a little bit of, well actually no, we're going to leave this plain because we're going to be baking with it. So I'm going to transfer this over into my container. And there's our oat milk, people. I have milk! Just like that. How exciting. Okay, on to the next. So what we have, I have right here my cookbook. And this is for slow cookers. But we are about to make some oat milk. Not oat milk. We're making oatmeal. Okay, that's the word. So starting off, we need 2 cups of milk. But I want to go in with my oats first. We need 1 cup of oats. And then we need 2 cups of milk. We need a milk for both of these recipes. That's why we have to make her first. I do have to tweak this recipe because this recipe book is not low histamine or anti-inflammatory. And it calls for brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, but I'm going to sub that for maple syrup. And I really don't know like the equivalent of it, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. Just gonna eyeball it. And then we need 1 tablespoon of butter. The recipe does call for melted butter, but it's literally going in a crock pot. Like, why would I melt the butter and it's literally going in a crock pot? And then we need salt and some cinnamon. And you could leave it here if you want to. That's just like the base. But I'm going to cut up a peach and put that in there, and then that's going to cook for 3 hours on high. Okay, we are back from our commercial break. I'm going to pull up a recipe on my iPad for our muffins. I've had the oven preheating for quite some time. It's at preheating at 350. So for our blueberry muffins, we need, it calls for a gluten-free flour. I could not find gluten-free flour. I double checked, gluten is not, I can eat gluten on the thing, but I did find some organic unbleached all-purpose flour. So this doesn't have any additives. It's literally just wheat. Yeah, it's just organic wheat. So that works. Yes, we need 1.5 cups of this. So we need baking powder. And we need a teaspoon of baking powder. It calls for a pinch of salt. Yeah. And then we need 1/2 cup of maple syrup. And then we need 1/3 cup of olive oil or coconut oil. I don't have any coconut oil, so I'll be using olive oil. I would much prefer to be using coconut oil. Guys, I am doing this so wrong. Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize. I'm supposed to be doing this in a particular order. I'm sorry, Mother. I already know. I already know you're talking about. So now we need our eggs. And guess what, guys? They are room temperature. So then we're going to go in with our milk. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla, but we're going to eyeball that. If that's more, that's more. If it's less, it's not less, it's more. And then we're going to go in lastly with our blueberries, but I don't think I washed these off, so hold on. Go in here. We're just going to say in Jesus' name that all of these components get mixed in together properly and that everything rises properly. That's what we're going to say. Alright. Our pan has been prepped. It's oiled up. I think I want to go in with 1/4 teaspoon or 1/4 cup in each one of these just to start. The goal is to like have them halfway filled up so that when they rise, they don't bubble over. The muffins are, yeah, these are muffins. The muffins are in there. I don't have to wait, so I'm going to go ahead and put them in the oven for 18 to 20 minutes, I believe. The muffins are done. They're light skin muffins, okay? But let's try them. I did already take one and like cut it apart just because I wanted to make sure that they were done in the middle, but they've been cooling for a minute. So this is what our insides look like. Like I said, those blueberries were very large, but let's go ahead. I want to go in for the blueberry bite. Okay, so my verdict is these are really yummy. These are really good. They do scratch that itch that I was having for a blueberry muffin. They're not too sweet. The olive oil taste did dissipate as they baked. But I will say that this is me. This is mine. Mother, I'm taking responsibility. They are dense. Not in a bad way. They're just not like crumbly. But they're a little dense. I probably overworked the batter and I didn't go in the proper order. But other than that, these are really good. We're back. It's the next day. I went ahead and prepped our chicken nuggets off camera. So this is what they look like. It's just ground chicken. I got pre-ground chicken, but you can get chicken breasts and ground those up too. I used paprika, thyme, seasoned salt, and pepper in them. So I was just following the seasonings of the video. The video did not call for thyme, but I like herbs, so I put them in there. So this is just gonna go in the freezer for about 40 minutes. It says an hour, but because my meat is already chilled, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in there for like 30 to 40 minutes, and then we'll come back and batter them and begin the frying. Okay, now that the chicken nuggets are in the freezer, I'm gonna go ahead and prep our potato wedges. I just know what they look like, so that's just what I'm gonna do. Guys, I don't know if I'm cutting these right. Just there's something. They're a wedge of some sort. What sort? I don't know. All different types of shapes and sizes. In the recipe, he emphasized coating them with your hands, just so that you make sure that each and every single one is like thoroughly coated in the oil, so that way that the seasoning actually sticks to it. Okay, so I'm going in with some parsley, some rosemary, some thyme, and pepper and salt. No measurements, just fillings. Parsley for aesthetics, honestly. Does parsley even have a flavor? Darn, I ran out of rosemary. Again, I love rosemary. I love putting it in and on everything. Oh, yep, that's enough time. Again, going back in with the hands for marinating it together. Okay guys, we're back. And so, right here I have our concoction, not our concoction, this is our first coating for our chicken nuggets. But before we get into this, let's get out the potato wedges because they are ready. Yep guys, this is what they came out looking like. How delicious. Alright, I put the potato wedges back in there for 15 more minutes to go enough crisp up. Tasted one, very yummy. Our nuggets looking like this. So what we do from here is that we take our flour. There's flour. I'll have the exact measurements in the description. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to remember off the top of my head. They'll be in the description. So what we're going to do is toss these in there, and then we're going to add in some cornstarch and some soda water, but I don't have soda water. So we're going to use sparkling water. It's flavored sparkling water, but that's all hoax, says my mother. And we freeze these so that the chicken nuggets hold their shape. And they're also now so much easier to pick up and maneuver because they're frozen slightly. So I don't know if I ever said this, but these are supposed to be like dupes for McDonald's chicken nuggets. My mom sent me the recipe. It's a short, a reel, whatever you call them, on Facebook. And because I'm doing the 75 soft, and because I'm doing these low histamine, whatever, all these extra diets and things for my health, I can't eat McDonald's right now. So, I'm going to make it. Okay, so now that all of these have been coated in the flour mixture, now we're going to take the rest of this and we're going to put in our cornstarch. And we're going to put in a cup of sparkling water. If you have soda water, use a soda water. Then we're going to mix that. Voila. It's so exciting when you make something and like you're using it from like a TikTok video and it comes out like the way that theirs looked. As this is here now, this is prepped, I'm going to go ahead and go to the stove and prep my oil. But I will be doing it a little differently because I have to use a whole oil, not a seed oil. So I'm going to be using avocado oil, and we're going to be doing like a pan sear. So over here I have another pan ready for our battered nuggets. And this is the part that I'm not keen on. For someone who bakes and cooks a lot, I really am not a big fan of like textures and oils and things being on my fingers. But yeah, so we're just gonna go in, flip these, transfer them over, and then we'll get to the baking, well, the cooking part, which the oil is heating up right now. Okay, so I've brought you guys in closer so that you can see the action. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to cook these for 8 minutes. And we're going to flip them every 2 minutes according to the instructions on the video. Yeah, so let's see how this goes. Guys, the kitchen is dirty again, but it's the story of my life. But guys, here's the chicken nuggets. Here they are, and then I made some ranch on the side, some Greek yogurt, lemon juice, a little bit of mustard, and then I couldn't get the flavor right, so then I went ahead and put in just a little bit of ranch seasoning packet. Yeah, but I want to try the chicken nuggets, guys. This is still hot. They are still very much hot. Okay, this is one that's been cooled down. Okay, here we go. Here's the moment of truth. Do they taste like McDonald's chicken nuggets? No. But I enjoyed them. I enjoy them. And they're really good. Seasoned very well. With the sauce, yeah, I go off. And you know what's in these. You know exactly what's in these. No preservatives, no additives. It's great. Love it. That's so good. With that, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. My little spring reset. And cooking and prepping for the week. I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.